Here's part 2 of how I built my own personal track spikes. So let me give a little background that I definitely missed last video. I've been running competitively throughout high school and a little bit beyond. I run cross country and track. In track I run a lot of 800s and 1600s. So for those events, I'd like a responsive and light shoe, of course. Not too cushioned, because I'm not going up to 10,000 meters. Not too aggressive, because I don't specialize in anything shorter than 800 meters. In this video, I'll be going over how I made this first iteration of the upper, and how I'll be making other iterations to improve upon this one. Hello. So you see the upper of the shoe on my foot. This is fits pretty nice, although there are issues with the fit. It really bunches up at some points. Let's see this. It should not be overlapping right there, but it does. I will definitely have to change the shape of the upper. In fact, I'm gonna do a whole custom fitting of this. I'm gonna make my own upper pattern with a certain custom fit process that I'll show you guys. Alright, so you see the finely printed nylon mesh. Seems to be holding up fine. As you see, the whole thing it's clearly duct taped together. Has a crude single strand of yarn for lacing. And it's all glued to a piece of cardboard. Got the bugles for you. Now obviously, this is nowhere near perfect. Got this little piece hanging off as I was just gluing everything out, and in the final version I will not be gluing it to a piece of cardboard. This is just to prove to myself that it works, that I can make an upper. And I made it with this 3D printed form here. As you can see, it fits in very nicely. Although I may have to modify the form because definitely things I want to do differently. I want this heel to be more rounded. I want the heel to be narrower, especially at the base. And again, there's that problem with things kind of just bunching up in the toe area. There's just too much material, so the shape will have to be changed. Now obviously this is not perfect, it's just a first try, but I proved to myself that it's possible to do what I'm trying to do. I can make this by myself with my own stuff, but yeah, I'm going to have to try this all again. There's the bunching problem up at the toe. Everything isn't thoroughly glued to the cardboard, and what I'll also be doing, I'll be able to sew these pieces of mesh together here at the seam, another seam here, and here it's actually hot glued together, but again I should be able to sew this together, although I don't know when we'll be seeing that. I will be making a different upper pattern with my own tools and my own foot. I will use duct tape and paper, put it all on my foot, make a pattern off of that, and I will trace it in my CAD software, and I'll set that up for 3D printing, which should hopefully have a better shape than this. Although it's okay. And I would say expect the upper to change a lot. This is just a first try. I'm very happy with this first try. If I had to use this, I could almost pass with it. it would almost work. Although, of course, you see it doesn't even have a tongue yet. I don't know what I'll be doing for a tongue, but I do expect to have one. Here's the pattern I just made. Now it's time to trace it out in Inventor. As you can see, I've scaled it. I have this little ruler here with its markings. It's not perfect as this isn't completely parallel to the dimension, but I'd say it's pretty close. Alright, so here's the model of the upper. I've extruded it, so now it's an actual 3D model. And this will not fit on my print bed, so I'll have to split it up. But I'll split it up, I'll slice it, I'll print it in nylon again, and hopefully this upper should fit better. Alright, hopefully you see here that I've extended it and added these notches. This should make it easier to fold it under the sole. Alright, so here I've sliced the front portion of the upper. This is what will fit on the build plate. I have the layer height at 0.28 millimeters. It's kind of thick, but that'll be good for mesh. I have completely eliminated the top and bottom layers, so that only infill will print. And for infill itself, it has the lines infill at 30%. So that's just one layer, there's two layers rather of cross hatching. Alright, so here's the finished upper, fully 3D printed with my new pattern design. You see it retains the notches that I showed you in the modeling software. And looking closely, it's the same mesh. It has lace holes. And yeah, this is it. It's printed. I guess I'd say I'm pretty happy with the quality. Hopefully I will try assembling these together soon. Alright, that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you for watching, and stop wearing elf shoes.